The Heron, the Cat and the Bramble. There was once an innkeeper who had a cat in his house. A heron and a bramble lived in his garden. One day he said, "Cat, when folk drink my milk and sleep in my beds, they pay me my dues. But you eat and sleep all day and give me nothing in return. Pay me my dues in 7 days, and I will not complain when the house cat grows fat." And the cat said, "Do I keep gold pieces in my fur?" She wailed all through the night. The house elf could get no rest. At last he said, "If you want money to pay dues, you can have the field of oats at the foot of the hill." So the cat went out and cut the oats. She threshed them by herself and then took them to the barn. She meant to sell them next day to the farmer, but in the morning she found rats and mice all over the floor, and the oats all eaten up. Then she rushed round the barn crying, "Mice and rats, pay me my dues!" And she killed them all. And never will she live in a house with mice and rats to this day. Then the innkeeper went to the heron. "Heron," he said, "when folk fish in my stream, they pay me my dues. But you fish all day and give me nothing in return. Pay me my dues in 7 days, and I will not complain if you fish all day long." And the heron said, "Do I keep a purse under my feathers?" He wept and flapped his wings. The water fairies could get no rest and said, "If you want money to pay dues, you can have this water meadow. It is the sweetest hay in the land." So the heron cut the hay. He left it to dry until the next day, but when he came back the wind had blown it all into the water. And ever since then the heron is always to be found on the river banks crying, "Wind, pay me my dues!" Then the innkeeper went to the bramble. "Bramble," he said, "when folk walk over my garden, they pay me my dues. But you ramble over every bush and path and give me nothing in return. Pay me my dues in 7 days, and I do not care how often you creep through my hedges." And the bramble said, "Do I keep silver pennies under my leaves?" She went round the garden weeping till the fairy who lived in the heart of the rose grew weary of her. "If you want money to pay dues," she said, "you can have the wheat field in the valley." So the bramble cut the wheat and put it into bags. She took it to market and sold it to a strange man. But he went away without paying her money, and she could never find him again. That is why she catches hold of everyone who passes by with her prickly fingers and cries, "Man, pay me my dues!" By Pamela Grant.